Okay. Got the clap. Straight in.
Yeah, let's do it.
This one.
Straight in.
Yeah, no chat. Just a big welcome back to the Grassroot Podcast, episode 17.
No, episode 21.
Is that including the predictions?
No, that's only included in the on and off route.
Oh, okay.
So we are in the top 1%.
Top 1% on Spotify. Nice. Well done, mate. That's massive. Just need 100% of you to listen.
Yeah. Well, it's a thank you to everyone who watches it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's meant that we've wanted to keep going, which is a big thing, isn't it? 2025, as you all know, is the year of the pod.
It's the year of the pod.
Unfortunately, it's not the year of skiing. Talked about it in the on and off route.
We're going to address it again.
It's the reason I'm wearing my ski jacket. There's a little bit of a story around this. I did chase what was it? UPS van all the way around the Forest of Dean to get this jacket. I had to find somebody that worked for them and keep asking people to find out where the driver was. Got the jacket, ready for the skiing the next day. My skis didn't arrive in time, but that didn't matter because I had another pair. And then I even managed to get my luggage to the right weight, which is massive for me. Never done that in my life, never once. And that's difficult with sports equipment, I'll tell you that for nothing. But unfortunately, I'm an idiot. And,
but I didn't know that.
No, it's new laws, isn't it? It's because of leaving the EU. Honestly, I have to blame myself doubly because I also voted for Brexit. So controversy. I was young, whatever.
But how it goes is I had a text from PJ saying they won't let me fly. So the first thing I thought I'd do was ring him. And for probably, I'm not even exaggerating, 3 minutes of this opening the phone call was just both of us absolutely giggling. Because it was like, if you don't laugh, I think you cry.
It's funny, but it's not funny. And it was...
I think the only way to get over it was to laugh.
Yeah, I won't lie, I have cried. I've cried. I did have to just lie down on my bed, put all of my ski gear away, all of my clothes away, laid on the bed with my face in the pillow, just going, why? Why? Honestly, financially, it's rough.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
More importantly, content-wise.
It means that we're here today.
Yeah. We did have some good things for you. Planned,
yeah,
that will happen.
Things. I will be going skiing. It's happening. But I might go to Scotland because I can just go there with my driver's license. I was going to drive up there yesterday. Saturday night I was going to just drive to Scotland and go skiing there, but they got no ski lifts open, just some rubber dinghy things. And I thought, is that even more depressing? Probably. 16 hours worth of driving to go down a slope on a rubber dinghy for an hour. Yeah. Anyway, so here I am in me new dope snow jacket. And I've got to say, what a lovely bit of kit. I saw legs in one when we went skiing down the, I don't know if I should say it, but down the golf course at Tumps. All the kids went sledding when we had some snow. I took my skis, saw legs in his and was like, oh no, I just have to buy one. So as soon as I went back, I bought this lovely bit of kit. If anyone would like to buy it off of me, it's only 150 quid because I don't have much need for it right now. Rough, innit? Why buy all that gear and not look at my passport? So they basically just got to be in date for...
Yeah.
So you got 3 months for some places, 6 months for others. And honestly, guys, just abide by it because there is no leeway. Doesn't matter if it's only a week out. There's no leeway.
So if you're going abroad this year or on tour,
just check that passport. Oh God, yeah. I hope I don't need it for Skegness. Yeah. It's not really a tour, but we're going to do a little pod on tournaments today.
We are.
We've done one in. I think it was episode 3.
Yeah,
was tours and tournaments. So that show we've come full circle now, and we're on to this year's tournament.
I love tournament season.
Yeah, I only had my first taste of it last year, didn't I? And
well, the reason we wanted to get on here today and chat about it is because teams are starting to release their dates, aren't they?
Yeah, some of them dived in real early. It's really good. Like, you know, forward thinking. We love it. Those spaces are getting eaten up quick, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
By me.
Yeah. Honestly, how many? One of the things we've got on the board is how many is too many, and we'll go into.
Well, yeah.
So, how many are you in so far?
I'm in 7. but more than likely 8 once I got dates confirmed.
Nice.
Um,
A lot of them local?
I've got them written down.
Yeah.
So I'm obviously in Brawl House tournament.
Yep. Dates for that to be released.
Yeah, so we got Long Levens, Ross, Cinderford, Garden City, Hardwick, and a new one for us is Southside Star, Cheltenham area.
Nice.
So I'm going to try that. There is a few more out there, but I just need to talk to my parents because as much as I would play tournaments Saturday, Sunday, all the way from May to July,
they don't all want to, do they? And you can't blame them. It's a lot for the kids.
No, and I got, like I said, I got a few that is on holiday. But luckily, out of my 13, 14, majority of the times out of that 8, they get at least 5 each. So it's quite evenly spread.
Yeah, like,
apart from Kobe. Kobe's there. But yeah, this year I said to ours that we had a chat. We're solely going to do our own age group because we've played up a few and done stuff like that, and we want to just solely enter competitive.
it's something we've talked about a lot.
Yeah, and
But a lot of them are.
Yeah, a lot.
Well, from
the majority of them.
And I know that
the majority of them
you're going to enter.
And like I said it before, like we're under 10s now. I've had some of these from 4 or 5, and it's no disrespect to any of the teams, but they've all had the same medal for the last 5 seasons. You know what I mean? So I would just like to have a go at competitive.
Yeah, and
I don't think there's anything wrong in that.
No, nothing wrong in
I
that
don't
at
think
all.
there's anything wrong in that.
You've got a competitive side as well.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
I get it. It all boils down to where you are ability wise, I think. And me personally, and I've chatted with the parents, and they're happy with it. Let's try and go for one.
Yeah,
one or 2.
Well, are you going in Long Levens?
Yeah.
You say yeah, because
that's a good one.
Legs have put it on the chat. He and I had we had a rough ride at Long Levens tournament. Like that was a competitive tournament. I think we might have drawn 1 game, but lost the rest. It was really some really good standard.
There's some good teams there.
Yeah, I mean, well, we played Long Levens Tigers the other day. They absolutely destroyed my boys. They were very, very good. It's a funny thing. Like, I think that mine, I don't know if I've got a group of kids that you could just say, right, we're playing football and we're going to play football. I think we've always had like quite a bit of routine.
Yep.
We turn up, we do the same warm-up drills. We have a team talk. We've got a little structure for passing out from goal kicks and stuff like that. And it was just a little bit different for us because we turned up there. You don't have a great deal of time to warm up because we hired an AstroTurf to make sure the game could get played. And it was difficult. So yeah, we'll just regardless of it, we'll see what it brings, because I'd like to go to the Long Levens one again. I think it's good to have some competitive ones.
Yeah,
mine are going to have a mixed bag because I've got a couple of kids. Again, this is going to be some of their first tournaments.
Yeah.
So, which I had last year, I had my entire team. It was their first lot of tournaments, apart from like George.
Yeah,
you.
Couple,
I think Harry had probably been with you in a tournament.
Yeah,
as well.
maybe James.
Yeah,
maybe.
But for the rest,
the majority of them, yeah,
it was their first ever time. So a participation medal is good for a lot of them. But then it's always nice to see where you are against some other teams, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's not like all of the best teams are going to be the only ones in competitive.
No.
So,
but like you said, like especially Long Levens, speaking from obviously we've both done it. It's a great tournament. It's well ran, and there is, like I said, some good teams, and like
it's huge as well.
Yeah, and for us, because of we've got a good side. It's nice to challenge against them top sides because, like I said, in that Gloucester area, there's 8-10 very good sides. You know,
you got your Huckle coach.
We've said it many times. You're playing them week in, week out, and I don't think. Well, I don't think anyone could beat anyone on the day. I think that's safe to say.
From their sides, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'd like to go out there and challenge, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, and tournament football's very different.
It's very different.
Which is why I'd like to play in a competitive one again, or a couple of competitive ones again, because they're short games, you won't. If you can snap to goal early doors,
yeah.
you can turn that around really quick. Or, but if you conceded a goal early doors, you've still got those 10 minutes. You know, it's short, sharp football, and mine can pass very well. So yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to enter a couple of them.
See you in the final.
Yeah. Oh, mate, could you imagine that? Like, well, it probably won't happen, but truth be told, I'm quite pragmatic. But yeah, I haven't actually gone in and entered any of them yet. I know the ones that I want to go into, but I'm looking at some of them. Like you say, a lot of them are competitive from under 10, so I don't want to be diving into solely competitive. I don't want to put that on the boys, and I also want to see if I can play down an age. No. One of the things I might do, I spoke about it last time. I went to Khizri, played. I'm sure that's it. I'm sure it's Khizri. So played a tournament down there, then Newport Way, and it was huge. It was absolutely huge. I'm sure they put out. I did a post on the South Wales football page on Facebook, just asking about any tournaments local to Monmouth area, and so a couple of people have put the Khizri one on there. It's actually not far for us either.
No,
it's like 30 minutes away.
So
that's as close as a Gloucester one.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
And with us playing up an age group from what we were last year, obviously we're going to under 10, so there we won't have quite as small pitches, or quite as small games, because they were playing 4v4 then.
Right.
So we'll go. I'm sure we'll go 5v5 in it. But I'm sure they said they had 200 and something teams.
Wow.
It's mass. Honestly, it was huge. That school there is enormous, and also well run and well policed. Could not believe that there was police there, but there were. So at least we know that everyone's going to be safe. So yeah, I think we'll be entering that one again, and just see where we're at with it this year. We did really well in it last year.
Oh,
really well in it. So that's not competitive, but that doesn't matter. And then a couple of local ones.
Yeah.
Because we didn't do quite as many local. I'd like to do Ross. Didn't do Ross last year.
Ross is always a good one.
Yeah.
There's still teams like, your Alwards.
Theirs isn't out yet.
Theirs isn't out yet.
Yeah, I'll be entering that again because technically won it last year. Well, completely undefeated, won every game. So.
Like I said, we're just presuming that they will, but I would have thought they would have.
If Nussey doesn't, I will be amazed.
Because we got a little surprise for him,
Come off you, bro. I'm not going to play his team.
But, hey, you say well done to any team that decides to organise a tournament.
It's so much, isn't it?
It's so much, yeah.
It's financial. There's a lot of admin involved. I mean, you've got now, which I loved as well, last season when we did some tournaments, and you got the Tournify app.
Yeah. What
a brilliant bit of kit. You can see you're standing in it, because even if it's not a competitive tournament, you still see all your league tables and everything, which I love. And yeah, whilst
and for me, I don't know, you found it, it's so much easier that everyone can look, because sometimes, it probably is annoying when you've got parents going, where are we next? Which pitch are we on? At least you go, right, everyone, this is the Tournify app.
Yeah.
You have a look. I'll see you on pitch so and so.
I'm quite when the parents ask me, I'm like, well, the board's over there.
Yeah.
I have as much knowledge as you do.
Yeah. So it's nice that everyone has got access to it then.
Yeah, but last year, Alwards, I don't know if it was Tournify that they used, but the app went down, didn't they?
Yeah. But we said it before, they adjusted so well.
Yeah, they had to restructure
it. And then obviously with the extra team.
Extra team came in. Won't mention them, but another team appeared that weren't going to be there. So, and they managed to factor them in. It did mean that a couple of mine played a game and literally straight after played a game as well. So it's quite good for the kids, really. They just had so much football.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of the tournaments. It's short, sharp. They get to play loads of football. They get their eyes. I mean, the amount of sweets that they eat, it's unreal, isn't it? The amount of times you see as well, it'll be slightly chilly. Like now, I'm actually freezing. It'd be slightly chilly, and you see a kid walk along with a Magnum, shivering like this. And he's like, "You all right, mate?" Yeah, just really wanted an ice cream. Okay, pal.
It's not as bad now because ours are a bit older. But I remember under 6, under 7s, the tournaments I used to hate. I didn't say hate; that's probably a strong word. But when they got a park next to it, because you're ready for your game. Hey, if there's anything like Kobe, you'll go over there and he's like head first down the slide, and you're like, like trying to round him up, and then it's a massive rush to get him on the pitch, and they're not as bad now.
Because there is one by Long Levens, isn't there?
Yeah.
And a couple of mine was on, and you're shouting and screaming for these kids, and go, well, I'm just gonna have to put you on there.
Yeah, I say to him, like especially last year, I said, if you're not there,
you're not.
When I'm ready to go, then you're not on.
Yeah,
and that's
fair.
Of course, it is.
It is fair. It's on the parents, really, isn't it? Just get round your kids, guys. Round them up.
Cage them.
Yeah, they love it though, don't they? The parents just sit there, just all having a little natter. Half them come up with a picnic.
Cider.
Yeah. Loose his hair with it. That was the first time I've ever seen a subs bench.
Yeah.
I remember it at Bude. She just chucked out the subs bench, and everyone went, "Oh, that's it. That's
game changer."
Yeah, that is.
I love it. They bring their like picnics, their chairs.
Yeah,
and it's a great.
It's a good day out.
It's a good day. It is a good day.
Yeah, because it eats into either all your morning or all of your afternoon. So you might as well make a day of it.
Yeah, yeah.
What was that tournament we went to where it absolutely hammered down? I had taken my sixes as well. You were playing. Remember
that was Chepstow.
That was Chepstow. That's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're another one, local one.
Yeah.
So whether they do it again,
I'd like to go there again. And just like it's not rain.
It was brutal, wasn't it?
Preston was ill. I took him anyway. I was like, mate, you've got to come regardless. So, and he was like, yeah, okay, no, I'll try and play 5 minutes of one game. And he's like, cry. He's like, Dad, I can't. My legs won't move. They hurt. Like, he had full on flu. Like, all right, mate, just go and sit down. Have some Calpol.
Yeah.
And then I was running around with the under sixes. I'm hoping that they're in a few this season. Because obviously that's out of my hands now. That's with Ross and Rich and Liam if his boy lets him coach.
I love tournaments.
Yeah.
I just love the gearing up for it, getting there. And sometimes it's nice to catch up with team like managers you don't see. For us in that group chat, you speak to managers all the time. There's loads of banter flowing around, and then it's nice to go and see them and play against them. And I love that social aspect of it.
Yeah, same. I think it's great
until they beat us, and then I'm like, oh.
I like that side of it as well because like every time it's just been lucky. I just don't get the chance to implement a false nine when it comes to tournaments. So, not sure what formations to go for. The Christmas tree, I think, is going to be quite apt.
All out the top, one at the back, and unleash the rest.
I don't think I'm even going to play anyone at the back. I think I'm just because I've seen it loads of times certainly with under sixes. Like we played against Cinderford a few times, and I was trying to teach my kids formation, and then I turn, look at Cinderford, and there's just 5 of them, just like keeper and all, just all across. They're ready, and then it kicks off, and they just come as a unit. And I was like, "Oh, guys, maybe we need to do this." So I might dip into that. We're going to try all sorts. I think this year, just have fun with it.
Of course it is, mate. Of course,
just have fun with it. It's a laugh. When it's non-competitive, I'm just gonna say, boys, just go out there and have fun. When it's competitive, I'm gonna say break them.
But yeah, like I said, you said the question at the start. How many is too many? If you ask me, there aren't enough.
Well, would you do? Because I'm still going to arrange a few friendlies because I'd still like to have structured football. So for me, if I'm doing a Sunday tournament, I'm still going to arrange a game on a Saturday. I think, and see. I mean, obviously, it depends on the parents. And
I have, like I said, I've done Saturday and Sunday tournaments regularly. The only slight issue I have with that now, especially as they've got older, because I got a couple like argument's like Harley then is under 13s, whereas we're under 10s. Sometimes odd and even go on different days.
Yeah.
So like some of the parents don't want to be, at another tournament they split. Like so, that's the only downfall I have. But I feel as if I get them booked in early.
And I think you got the brownie points for Jade as well, haven't you?
Well,
I definitely think so. Kobe has as well.
Funny enough, like going back, I've said before, Jade can't stand football. She's never been interested in football. Like I said, she's only ever watched me play twice, 2 cup finals, and we know how they ended up. But we went to Bude, and she absolutely loved it. She got into it, and she come to a couple of tournaments last year. Especially now, like Litland's a bit more. Actually, Litland's a bit more quieter. She's still feral, but she got into it. She even ordered herself one of them picnic things to keep it cooler. So she's up for it, and it's quite nice if you can all go.
Yeah, I think so. Like a family day out.
But like, as much as I love tournaments as a coach, and I absolutely love that aspect, I also want to go to tournaments as a parent and watch Harley.
Yeah, I like that.
Because, you know, I don't get to watch Harley as much as I want to. Like I said, ours got cancelled on the weekend. I had every intention of being able to go and watch him, and unfortunately his got cancelled. And I think that's nice because, like I said, him and his team they've got so much better. They got their first win.
Yeah.
And they're developing, and I just want to be able to see that. So I want to see the both coach and parent from tournaments. I want to be the one sat back having a cider.
I might actually say to Mass, does he fancy one tournament? It could be him, and another tournament it could be me. So we both get that aspect of it as well. Because also he'll have his girl Ilaria's in the under sixes, so she will presumably be playing some as well. So he'll. And
I like I said, my parents are fantastic, and we've always done tournaments. But I think Bude tournament just gave everyone that extra bit because we've done so well.
The league, like topping the table, and that final. I mean, it was only 1-0, mate. Do you know what I mean? It was the final. It was really good.
It was such a great weekend. Like I said, it brought tears to me, and it was emotional.
Yeah, it was emotional.
It was great though. But yeah,
no tour this year though, was there?
No.
You didn't even want to come on mine?
No. I didn't say I didn't. I just got so much on. Yeah. But I think a couple of our lot have got holidays already booked, and the dates that we tried to do, like I would, for them sort of things, I would like to try and take as many kids as I can.
Yeah.
Because it's such a good, and you know, we had 7 or 8, and I thought, wow, as good as it is to go, sometimes it would be nice to keep everyone together. So, but we're
bare 8 at the moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't be saying, but like there is already talk next year of maybe doing an abroad one. Get saving.
Get a passport.
Maybe we'll have a GoFundMe page for passports.
Oh gosh! Do you know they're not that expensive either? It's only 88 quid if you just go through the normal procedure, and you'll have it in about 3 weeks. I was looking at driving to Newport and grabbing one that day, but I couldn't until the Monday because you've got to book it 2 days before you want your 1-day appointment, and that was 240 quid or something? I'd need like. And I thought, well, I'll pay it. I was keen as mustard, so I'll get there. And then I even thought about doing it on the Monday, flying out on the Monday to go skiing for a few minutes and come back on Tuesday. That's just ridiculous. The things that went through my head were rough. But there you go. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I wondered, because we were talking about Bournemouth at all, weren't we? At one point? Now I've looked at Bournemouth. They do what's called a Bournemouth Sevens. So and I actually went on a date with a girl who told me about this as well. They do other sports. They do tournaments within that. Oh, so there's like a netball tournament, for example, there as well.
I'd love to see some of mine do netball.
I can't. Yeah, I can't imagine it. But I wondered, I mean, we might have to like have a little break and have a little look at it. See if do other sports do tournaments?
I know. I'm sure the rugby do, but
this is where we should do more prep sometimes before them. But should we have a little break and have a little look?
We're gonna leave that one on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave that one on a cliffhanger, and we'll have a little look.
Okay.
And still come back with nothing.
Yeah. Somebody please help.
Right. So in that case, get the catalogue.
Yeah, I will do actually.
And we'll be back after the break. Right. Oh, mate, I'm gonna have to go to naked poo and look at tournaments.
Oh God. Nice. Well then. Well, whilst he's off for a naked poo and to look at tournaments, it's just a poo. We're very, very close to 1,000 subscribers right now. So if you guys could just put the pod out there, like this one, subscribe to this one, do whatever you got to do, and just give us that final push. We're close, and we need it. We need you.
Paige! I need some bog roll!
Yeah. So I found I'm gonna keep my shoes on because my feet are cold. It was nice to put them back on, to be honest. Lovely trainer as well. It's slightly ruined thanks to the AstroTurf, but yeah.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to part 2.
We're set up. We're a bit formal now.
Yeah. So we said we're going to have a little look and see if there are other sports that do tournaments and I suppose like here you got a festival of rugby. So we have got Exeter Chiefs who put one about the Land Rover Premiership Rugby Cup, which is a series of grassroots rugby festivals for under 11 and under 12. That's good. That sounds good as well, doesn't it? The Land Rover Defender Cup.
I'll tell you who would like that.
Box?
Doug. There's a Land Rover.
Yeah, you go.
What if you win one?
Imagine. Well, I know, like, with shooting, for example, it's like clay pigeon shooting, which is slightly... Do you have a grassroots with that? I don't know. I mean, but you can play from all ages, and I remember...
Do you play shooting?
You can compete? Sorry. Oh, no. I used to play shooting, actually. I used to play with BB guns, so yeah, you can play shooting.
Well, I had a spud gun.
Yeah. Still going, isn't it?
Kids have a
blast in the past. I used to love a spud gun at school.
Spud gun. I remember Chepstow Market used to be able to get 3 colours. Red, blue, green. Yeah. And it was like everyone tried to get different ones. I mean, mate.
The amount of people I used to shoot with spud guns.
Oh, so funny.
And you get them confiscated. Like, going back to, like, back in the day, we had desks. Some of our desks had little drawers, or like you had a lift-up desk. So it was proper old school. Oh. We are so backward in the forest, aren't we? We are under a rock. So that would have all come from a school somewhere else, wouldn't it? Like, there was never any new kit. And I'd have a load of spud guns hidden in there. And then, it was Dave Meek was the BB gun king. He was. They'd always go to Spain on holiday, so he'd come back. I remember he once come back with like a sniper rifle that you could build up, and we'd go out in the woods. His brother used to just pop us off whilst we were running through the fern.
I'll never forget. It's going completely off topic, but it's funny.
Miles off. Yeah, miles off.
When we went, I think it was about 18, 19, we went to Cavos. And that was like the wake-up call. Whoever was at first would grab the BB gun. It was an air horn and a BB gun. And then you'd literally wake up, you'd grab a drink, and you'd jump straight in the pool. That was your wake-up because the pool was cold in the morning. And then whoever was last up, everyone would BB gun the last person. So funny. But like, how were you allowed to have them? Some of them.
I don't know how Dave brought them back because they come on a plane as well. Nowadays, that's not happening. No. That is not happening.
Have a laser pen, man.
No, you can't. Oh my God, laser pens were the one. They were so. They can blind you. They were wicked.
Yeah, we had another one, even younger again. I must have been probably not far off Cova's age, and a bloke called Brian used to play play by the church, but we had garages, so the garage was always the goal. And you used to go, get out here, go, get up the meadow. You'd be like, no, Brian, we're playing football. And you used to smash it as hard as you can because you're kids, and we wasn't.
That's when those signs come up.
Yeah, we wasn't naughty. We just never had nothing else. Anyway, get to like 8 o'clock because it was dark. You get up there and you'd laser pen, and you'd come out the door and you go. One of them would be round the front going in there, and it was like the laser pen wars. It was, oh mate, just brilliant. And you should see how far you could go in. Like, some of them used to go miles.
I can definitely see mine. I can't, PJ. I can see it on a church.
Laser on the spud gun. Be like, God.
Oh my God, team, you must do laser pens. I'm definitely buying a laser pen.
Bring them back. Bring them back. Anyway, back to rugby.
Back to playing shooting.
This is the problem. We just go so off.
But with this, so there was the Land Rover Defender one. With shooting, it's the Mitsubishi. I think they call it the Mitsubishi World Series. That was won by a 16-year-old kid. It was a few years ago now. I think we're talking about probably going back 10 or 12 years. But it was won by a 16-year-old kid. So he won the Mitsubishi, and there's a cash prize as well. But he wasn't allowed it because he couldn't drive. So I think his parents had to accept it for him. Yeah, 16 years old, and he beat everyone. My old boss used to go there, and my mum's ex as well. So they'd all have a great day out up there. It was it was a full weekend. But yeah, so that I suppose is one of the things for shooting. So there is other things, and you got like a few of them. Great Yarmouth Rugby Festival. But when I put it in for tennis, I thought I'd try that. Grassroots tennis tournament. Just come out Wimbledon. Fair play. That's incredible. Nearly swore then.
Suppose it's a different court for you, used to.
Yep. Yeah, still wear a suit to that one. I'll wear a suit to them all.
Yeah, I don't think there's many other who do tournaments.
It's a funny one, isn't it? Like you said, golf. You're not gonna have that many grassroots. It just that'll just come up with grass courts. So yeah, but at least we know that we do. There is a few other sports that do it, and like I say, netball is definitely one that's played at Bournemouth. So
saying netball, is there?
What, basketball?
Is there local? So I know there's not local basketball, is there?
There's not local basketball. It's something I spoke to Loz about.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
Forever Young Tattoo. It didn't work on my arm so far.
Because his boy, is he
really into basketball? He's really good at basketball. Is he at Bristol? Bristol, I think it is. Isn't it? Yeah.
It's just, again, it's a bit of a trek.
It's a hell of a trek. And Preston at one point showed interest in basketball, and he's not awful at it. I'm not going to say he's great. I'm very honest, but because there was nowhere local, and because of the constraints of football as well, and being a coach, I then thought, well, I've got so much time on my hands, I might start our own basketball team.
Yeah.
And I did think about trying to do it for the Forest. There's not a great deal that you've got to do to create a team, but it's just finding venue, players.
What sports have you got? Lidney and Sinford.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it. 5 Acres was one. But obviously that no longer exists. And I don't know whether they've got plans to, when they do the facilities there, whether there's plans to put a sports hall in there for basketball and stuff as well.
It's not until it goes you realise how much you need it, innit?
Don't know what you got till it's gone. Yeah. But it would be nice to see more sports around the Forest area. We've got rugby, but like we said with Si, rugby really it's on its ass a little bit.
Yeah. And that's a shame because go from school then. Everyone played rugby at school, didn't they?
Rugby was the one.
Rugby, I would say, was
was bigger than football.
It was. And we played on a Sunday afternoon. I would say at least half of our team played rugby Sunday morning and then come to the game.
Yeah.
And that was how it was. But
and they were all in goal. Nuts.
Padge.
He loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I tell you what a rugby player. I just used to remember, you just let Padge wind up.
Yeah.
He'd just be running from the back. And then as soon as you get that ball to him, whoever you were against, he's just running and boom, boom. Everyone
like a domino effect.
He was incredible. He was incredible. He's a unit, that boy. Hey, shout out there, my boy. Yeah. But no, so it'd be nice to see some more of them, and then have, like you say, like local tournaments and stuff like that, or festivals of. What would you call a festival of basketball? Just a basketball festival?
Yeah. Basket of fun.
Basket. Basket case.
Basket route.
Basket root skits.
Yeah, again, it's the same as everything, is it? It's getting people to do it. It's getting the venues.
Yeah.
And funding, I suppose. All right, if you've got it there, somebody still has to set it up. It's no different to football. Kits.
Yeah. And
stuff like that.
When, like you say, I've seen so much of what goes into tournaments now, and Beardo did such a good job with ours, and he's done it every year. This year, I think Jace has taken over the tournament side of it this year, hasn't he? So, so he's having to deal with all of it now. And yeah, when you see how much goes in, and also when Pro Stars have done the little school tournaments and stuff, they put a bag of bibs next to every goal. Little things like that, where you've got to think, right, I've got to make sure that there's 10 bibs for each team on each goal, just in case there's a kick clash. And if it's anything like the kids that I took on a school tournament, we just kept the bibs. Not to take home, didn't steal them, but they kept the bibs on for the whole thing. So if there was another kick clash, you've got to find another 10 bibs.
Well, I remember when we was kids, they say when we play football, our bibs used to be the old netball ones. Somebody'd have GA and all that.
Yeah.
Is it wing attack or something like that? And
hey, speaking of bibs, I noticed you had some new ones at training. Got the reversibles.
Reversibles.
Did you get them yourself? Or did you?
No, Chase got them.
Chase did. Oh, I'm gonna have to get. That's kit.
It's such handy.
Yeah,
Such handy.
they're thicker.
So handy.
They're thicker as well, though,
Yeah.
aren't they? So they're actually a little
And,
bit
like,
added warmth.
It's really easy. It's really easy to go, all right. Because when I first got there, they was all yellow.
Yeah.
And they was like, well, there ain't no blue bibs. I was like, yeah, there is. It was like, there is. And I was like, there's definitely blue bibs in there. And then they went, reverse them over. So you just go 5 there, 5 there. Because obviously 2 goalkeepers don't bother.
Because do you have it? Well, you do. I know you do. You get a load of kids turn up. Nowadays, everyone turns up in like a Inter Miami kit or something like that, don't they? So you'll get a load of kids in some random coloured shirts. You give a load bibs, but then a few of them are in like a Paris Saint-Germain. So you go, oh, he's going to have to wear a bib because he's wearing blue. But then you go, oh God, but you're all wearing blue, and it's a nightmare, isn't it? So having bibs that you can reverse rather than have to buy all bibs for all kids. Yeah, it's a good idea.
They're good.
I like that. Yeah, I should be on the blower, Jace.
And I believe they are Pendor. So shout out to Pendor.
Yeah, they are. I did see that on there.
So if you want to donate some,
actually, yeah, we'll happily advertise them.
We'll advertise them.
Yeah,
you fund them.
You fund them. Yeah, and some balls.
See your logo on there.
What else you got? Cones. I did buy some new cones.
Yeah.
I have to be honest with this as well. I'm just going to be perfectly honest. I technically stole some. No fault of my own. Preston will vouch for me on this. So we were in Smith's doing some last minute Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
And I was there and I was like, God, those cones are... There was some bigger ones for $6.99 for 6. Well, there was.
Are you on about proper, the orange cones? Or are you on about...
Well, they're actually like collapsible. Although, I think they're made so that they can be knocked about, whatnot. And it's three, let's call them yellows, and 3 orange. But what it looked like was there were 6 yellows and 6 orange. So I've taken this set of cones to the till, paid for it. It was 2 sets, wasn't it? So I got a set for free. Technically, I tried to pay. I did pay, but I didn't realise that you only got 6. So yeah, I ended up with 12 cones. So I'm buzzing. Yeah.
So Smith's.
Apologies. I owe you $3.99.
Cheers to the donation.
It's so easy done something like that, isn't it? It's a nightmare. And we got in the van, we're driving back, and I looked on there and I was like, no, we looked at the cones when we got back, pulled them apart and went, oh no. And Preston just looked at me and went, we've stolen. Like, please don't say that. Please don't tell your mum. Please don't do any of it.
Get used to it, yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Hey, take what you can, give nothing back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you might see some of them at the Broadway tournament.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
I think that wraps us up a bit on tournaments, doesn't it? And
yes.
Actually, before we do, a quick one. Would you enter any of the Welsh tournaments other than Chepstow? Would you do a bit of a border cross?
Technically, we're in Garden Cities.
Oh, yeah.
Which is that way.
Mm-hmm.
Over the years, we've done Raglan.
Yeah. Is that good?
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's big.
Yeah, it's a good one. Was it last year or the year before we went there? They had the inflatables where you're tied to a string and you got to get to the end.
Yeah.
And our lads tried that, but obviously they're real small, so they get so far and they just fling back. And then they go again and they fling back. They had that, a few stores.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they had a lot at Chisbury. They had, it's funny saying it, isn't it? Chisbury. They had like, big inflatable slides and stuff there. I think that's a nice touch, I do.
I see Bearded as Usk as well.
Oh, he said about that last year, actually, didn't he?
I haven't done that one.
Usk's not awfully far.
No.
At all, is it? Because it's closer technically than Newport, but once you turn off and you've got to go through those roads, it's a lot of 20-mile-an-hour zones.
Yeah.
It's so slow, man.
Monmouth Town always used to do one, but they haven't.
No, they didn't do one last year, did they?
No,
they did last year.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. I'm sure I saw a poster for it last year, but nobody entered it. Not from our lot.
I've never done theirs either.
No. A couple of people said. I'm assuming they play down on the Chippy Field, don't they? They must do by Monmouth.
But
Club.
So shout out to Matty Pinchard, because when I first started coaching, we used to play a lot against Chepstow, and he used to go up like on Monday nights when he trained.
Yeah.
He'd always have a little tournament, and they'd give out some medals and stuff. And I got put in a group, like all Welsh, and they post quite a lot of their tournaments. So there's a lot of tournaments,
Yeah.
but for us, some of them are like hour and a half drive
Yeah.
because they're quite down in the valleys.
That's why I asked on that
And,
South
like,
Wales about
As much as I'd like to do them, sometimes for like it's easier to go local, isn't it?
Oh, 100%.
And when you're down there, again, like sometimes for us, then used to playing 5-6 aside. When you already go down and play 4 side,
Yeah.
it's just a bit more difficult.
Which was the thing that I had last year. But to be perfectly honest, at Clitheroe, they were really good because a couple of the other coaches, I was like, look, mate, I've got.
Is that the one you ref yourself?
Yeah, and that's we've been down that road. I think it's a terrible idea. I'm sorry, guys, it's a terrible
But
idea.
again, if you've got that many pitches and that many teams,
well, it's just a Welsh rule.
Find all them.
Yeah, it's actually a Welsh rule, so that continues through most of their football, mind you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd want to do that. Bit older.
It's just when you've got one coach reffing one side, one coach reffing another. I'm sure that common sense prevails, and not that it's common sense prevails, and you'll have a chat with them and say, look, do you want to ref or I ref?
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
one of us.
Yeah.
And I think if you're the home team, you'd probably just say, look, mate, I'll ref, wouldn't you? Personally. And that's what we did during the tournament. I said, mate, I'm happy to just ref it, or you just ref it, or neither of us ref it, and we just let these kids go for it. And we did that a couple of times. But a few of them let us play 6. And that was
better, isn't it?
yeah, well, yes, but it was also a very small pitch. So then we did it once, and I was like, maybe we'll just go with 5. It was just because it was 4v4, and I was like, mate, this is just so tiny.
Did you have the little goals though?
Yeah. So it's hard to score a goal, which meant for low-scoring games, and we did really, really, really well in that tournament.
Because you always find there's one kid from each team that just solely stands in front of the goal.
Yeah.
It's
Every
such
time.
a...
My 6s did it when we were in Chester.
Yeah.
Did you see?
Yeah, it's just a natural thing, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. So yeah, we'll I think I will go down to Clitheroe again. I've said that. I don't know how many times I've said the name, but it seems to just roll off my tongue now. Clitheroe.
So the big question is, like we said, how many tournaments? Is too many tournaments? And
The answer is there's
they're
never too many.
Yeah. So
That's it, I think. Yeah.
that's a wrap.
It's a big up the blues from me.
It's up the clarets for me. Up the wall. Now let's book another tournament.
Yeah. I was going to talk about in there, I didn't know if I should, and say about a grassroots tournament. And this is like the end to the scene credits, isn't it? If somebody's watching now. But we've got to do one. We've got to. I don't think that there's... I can't see why we wouldn't.
There's no reason not to.
No, we've got the facility. Hey, if anything ever happens with 5 acres, I don't think do it this year. I don't think we've got the time. But next year, we could start putting wheels in motion.
Or if we do it later on in the year. August time.
Christmas tournament. Christmas break.
We haven't got enough time to do Easter one, have we? It don't have to be massive, though, does it?
It doesn't, but you know when you said about the inflatable things and the kids running, I actually really want to see stuff like that and like a gladiator thing. But then that's just giving me another idea. Okay. I don't think we have got time to get into
Oh, God, my mind's just going...
Yeah, I know. Next year, I think we should. I think we definitely...
Next year is the year of the pod.
2026, year of the pod.
This time next year, Rodney.
We'll be millionaires.